Alright, so here we are in a bunker. A lot of people fear this shot because they either leave it in the bunker or they'll scull it over the green. The shot isn't really that hard. It's actually one of the more forgiving shots in golf because it's one of the very few shots that we don't make contact with the golf ball. Alright, so there's three things that you have to do when you hit good bunker shots. Number one, have enough speed with your club head. Number two, make sure you hit the sand. Number three, hit the sand where the golf ball is. So if this was super slow motion and you're able to freeze time when you're hitting your bunker shot, there's about that much sand between the ball and the club head. So effectively the ball is gliding out on a pillow of sand. That's why it takes so much more energy, because obviously the club head itself would propel the ball out a lot farther. We got this little pillow of sand there that cushions the blow a little bit, so we need to swing faster. Right? So my goal is to go about that deep underneath the golf ball, and the ball will float out like a butterfly. Here's what I'm going to do to set the shot up. I don't need to open my stance an extreme amount. Right? I can be slightly open to the target. I'm basically going to go for this flag out here in front of me. So if this is my target line, I can be a little open, but there's no need for me to be extremely open with my stance left. Okay? Next thing is I'm going to place the golf ball somewhere between my feet, centered or maybe a little forward of center. Okay? When I set up to the shot, I'm going to have the club face itself point in the direction of the target. And I'm going to swing this golf club briskly through the sand. And the golf club, because of the way my stance is set up just slightly open, the golf club will travel down and to the left, leaving the club face relatively open, and float out on that nice pillow of sand. Something like this. That's one take. Yeah! Okay, so on those two shots, my golf club entered the sand a little bit behind the golf ball. It doesn't necessarily matter if I'm 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, or exactly how far back I enter the sand. What's more important is how deep the golf club goes, right? So if I'm just about a half an inch to an inch under the sand, I can take a consistent amount of sand. The ball will come out just right every time. So again, not too terribly concerned about if the golf club enters the sand half an inch, 1 inch, inch and a half, 2 inch. It doesn't necessarily matter exactly how far back I enter the sand, but it's much more important how deep the club goes when it hits the golf ball. We don't want it to be too deep. We want it to be just about half an inch underneath the golf ball. Alright, so with a little practice, you won't be afraid of this bunker shot anymore. You'll be able to get out close to the hole, make your putt for par, and impress your friends.